this morning actually it's 11:30 and soon will be in the afternoon, but for now it's 11:30, so it's good morning. If you're watching this video in the morning, good evening, in the evening, and good afternoon, in the afternoon. Today is Sunday, December 4th, 2026. We are still in New Year's Eve mode, and pretty much, what can I say, getting used to 2026. Same thing every day here, nothing changes, and same stuff in the Washington DC. Welcome to DC. I mean, today the temperature is 38 degrees Fahrenheit, close to 40. The weather doesn't look too bad. It's not too sunny, it's not too dark, just medium. That's all I can say. Right. Sunday has always been the day when I'm traveling this way, because I have something to do on this side. Last couple of weeks I did not travel here, so I did not make any video in this area. Maybe I did, maybe I forgot. I have 2 memory cards that are full of videos that I've never been able to upload, so they're all sitting home doing nothing. I'm trying to be consistent by uploading videos as soon as possible, so I've been trying to focus more on the videos that I'm making and put them as soon as possible by next day, instead of waiting until I finish everything that I have. So you might see once in a while some videos from 2020, 2026, 2025 last year, and that's something's gonna be happening also, more often. But for the most part, I'm just gonna be uploading videos from recently, like the day before. All right. Sometimes you, like, sometimes I share something I'm working on, but every time I share something, it's always new things, always a new project, and I always share something that is successful, and I don't share. This guy almost hit me. Damn. I don't share something that's not successful. When I work on something and it doesn't succeed, I don't really talk about it. When it succeeds, I share. So when I work on a research paper and it turns out great, I share about it. If it doesn't, I don't talk about it. This year I am trying to work on the data. Last year I worked on the data about education, income as part of my school project. I think that was great. I learned how to use many economic models, and try to make a conclusion, trying to draft the policies that can be ratified, right? But it wasn't something that I wanted to do. Like, it's not like I like to do something that I want to do my own thing, like my own stuff. So I've been thinking about something I can do. I've been trying to think about something I can do that will be beneficial. Okay, like having my own data, like my own actual data I can use over and over and over for the next, I don't know, 20 years or so, right? Because I'm trying to build something. Not like build, I cannot build something my own, but I'm trying to like extract the data, because right now the data which I have is data about education from OECD countries, and the data looks great. Like, you know, it it's totally fine. It's almost like 38 countries. So if I was into academia, education, I can use the same data, modify it, change it, add, remove, over and over. But that's not what I want. Like, I don't want, I did that for grades. Like, when I did it was exciting, but I did that just to get grades. It was something that I was excited about. So I was trying to think about what can I do, what data can I drive or download, clean it, then use that data over and over and over until I become good at it. No, because we live in a generation where you can do your own data, like your own stuff, do it over and over and over, however you want. Alright, so I was thinking that this month I'm gonna work on banks, the bank failure, because many financial crises in the whole world are caused by banks. Banks keep our money, banks control our deposits, right? Banks do a lot of work. Let me get over. Slow down. There we go. Banks do all our economic activities. Like, they are the ones who supplies the money, right? They give out loans, they control all the real estate, all the assets. Big businesses, they rise on the banks. So I was trying to understand, when the banks fail, what other things that gets affected? Okay, some things are obvious, right? Why jobs gets affected. People cannot access loans. People panic to get their money. Right? That's understandable. But what are other things that gets affected? Right? But I'm not a banker. Like, I don't study banking. It's not like I'm an expert in banking. Banking, the word banking is where you keep something. It's a storage, right? So it's a different field, totally different field. And the banks and the healthcare, or the pharmacies, are two of the most heavy regulated industries in the US and around the world. That's because they control the money, they control the entire economy. So I'm trying to download the data and then use that data for almost everything I want to do. Test for education, test for real estate, test for everything I want to do, you know. And the funny thing is, I am navigating this journey not to know. I know the tools to use, right? Like, I can use R, I can use Stata, I can use Python, I can use SPSS, right? All different softwares to run statistical analysis, right? All those things I can use them, but the thing is, I just don't. I'm not used to this kind of stuff. I'm not used to navigating different fields and trying to study them, to understand them, trying to get the insights. Okay. So the biggest challenge for me isn't necessarily should I do it, but the challenge is, and they have tools like there's a data somewhere, there's a bunch of data, I can clean it, everything's fine. The challenge for me is to fail, is to want into an issue of knowing how to study that data, right? Because I'm not a financing person. I don't study finance. I think finance is ridiculous, right? There are people who do finances, people who do acquisitions, right? People who do stocks. I can do that as well, right? You know, I just need to use Excel. That's all. You just use Excel and figure out things. But quantitative analyst, quantitative research, requires a deep understanding of the field before you make a conclusion on something, and that's why I'm kind of nervous navigating this journey, but it feels exciting, right? Because it's something new, something I want to do. So I was thinking, I can't use bank failure as a independent variable, as a dependent variable. But even if I have to use bank data, I don't know if I should use it as an independent variable and test you something else, right? If you know what I mean. If you don't know, that's fine. But I don't want to get into like the most redundant thing people have studied before, things like GDP, things like, I don't know, inflation, tariffs, right? Those are like redundant. There's some people out there doing the same exact thing. Then I don't want to get into like income inequality, because that's like the most difficult topic right now. Everybody is studying it, but that's like sociology, and many things that I would normally say or study is going to be very biased, or probably most likely won't hold. And there will be many controversies, right? I don't want to create controversy, right? So I was thinking just banks. I'll think about looking at the banks and the private equity, how all the banks, the bank failure versus innovations. So in every, and then look at the time series, right? Look at how many times people filed for what is it? This patents. Because the United States has the patents. How many times people filed for the patents versus the bank failure? So every time bank failed, the patent, the number of patents increase or decrease. But also but then I will need to have success rate. How many times banks have been successful? What about acquisitions? When the banks fail, sometimes they become acquisitioned, right? Other banks buy them. So it's something that I need to look into. I already have the bank failing data, because it's like everywhere, right? Everybody knows banks failing, but I'm trying to look into other data, like successful data, and then have acquisition data, right? So then compile those data into one, instead of like having a bunch of data, compile them into one, right? So I have like failed, yes, didn't fail, no, acquisition, yes, didn't acquisition, yes. So put them into a binary number rather than something else, whatever that's going to be. So here we go. That's what I'm working on. So it feels like a new adventure, but I think it's going to be achievable. It's going to be one of the best adventures I've ever got involved into. All right, I'll be right back, and like always, ciao. See you in a few minutes. Welcome back. It's the afternoon, almost 1 o'clock, and I'm driving to Maryland, Prince George's County, right here. Aisha Brown is a new Aisha Brown. She sounds familiar. She was running for executive county of Prince George County. Now they changed her sign. They put her name on the sign. But anyways, here we are in Maryland. Just left DC, and I'm heading to the Maryland area. I feel sad for this building. I think it's abandoned, that it needs to be rebuilt, put a business here. But this is Maryland, I need to buy Chinese food here. I haven't bought it for a long time, but I don't feel like buying it. I'm heading to the one of my favorite store in Maryland, which is called Shoppers, and to get one chicken. That's all I'm going to do. This is the Pleasant Hills. Pleasant Hills is a small town in the DC suburbs. It is one of the Maryland suburbs within PG County, or Prince Williams County. No, Prince George's County. Prince William is in a different state, which is Virginia, which is a few miles from Arlington or from DC. It's like 2 hours from DC. So again, hope you enjoy this area. Earlier when I made a video, it was a little bit darker, but now it's sunny, as you can see. This is a city of Prayers. Prayers, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a small city. So they are very small, tiny cities, and you'll be surprised that those cities have mayors. Also, you have Pleasant Hill, you have Capitol Heights, you have Prayers, and many other small towns in this part of town area. It's 43 degrees. At 11 a.m. it was 38 degrees. Now it's 43 degrees, so it's getting warm outside. Also, I need to have a seatbelt on, but it's getting closer, so it's not too far from here. I'm about to turn, so I don't need a seatbelt. Gas price here is very reasonably cheaper, so that's a good thing. I want to try this KFC one time. I mean, it looks cool. I haven't had KFC for a long time. Actually, I haven't had any fast food for like a long time, which I need to try fast food. At some point, you feel like you miss it. You miss that fast food thing. I hope you enjoy the drive. I hope you enjoy the Sunday, the first week of January 2026. Time is running really fast. Down the curve here, and Metro PCS. Just gonna go in here and just park here. It's too far, but I'm just gonna park in here. Actually, never mind. I'm just gonna park somewhere here. Because I think I need to be closer to the I can't believe that now I drive better. Before I used to be struggling to drive. I used to struggle to park the vehicle. Now I became so good at it. Alright, I think I got it. I love backing up. It's like one of my favorite thing to do. Nothing's cooler like when you back up in a parking lot. All right, I'll be right back. Peace out. All right, that was quick, fast. Just went in, bought some 2 chicken from Shoppers, and I am heading home. All right, gonna go home and take a nap for like an hour, watch some TV, and go home. But earlier I was mentioning how I am working on having the data. Okay, and when I say these things, they might sound funny, they might sound stupid, they might sound dumber, but having your own data, it's wonderful. All right, not only is it a good thing, but also someday I might, it just, I feel like everybody should have their own data, like have my own data that I can use whenever I want, anytime I want. The clean data that I can do anything I want with it, modify, change it. And I don't know if banking is the most exciting thing. Like I said, I have done so many things, and so many things I've done, like politics and polls. None of those things excites me, so this is the only thing that excites me the most. But here, enjoy Maryland. This is Maryland. Just know that this place is very reasonably cheaper. A lot of homes here are very old. Prince George's Sports Learning Center. If you wanna move here in PG County, just know that there is new developments, there is new places, there is new land. Come by here, the apartments, come develop this place. It's not too expensive to live here in PG County. And that being said, as DC expands, because this is expanding, right? I want personally technology to expand. Okay, I want to see technology expanding everywhere in the United States. All right, and I think that DC is becoming, not DC, but DC suburbs that includes Virginia, is becoming the next Silicon Valley. And this is thanks to young people moving in with new ideas, new technology, right? New things. So I want that. They have a bunch of warehouses here. They have a lot of warehouses in this place. There's like Whole Food. There's like Amazon on that side. A lot of warehouses here. Normally at night, there's a bunch of trucks parked here. There was no street light here, but they just put it because there's a new company coming in here. They're building a new company on this place. So they are moving a ton and a ton of warehouses in PG County. Surprised, right? Not surprised though, but yeah, kind of surprised. But PG County is going to be like the home for the warehouses. Then Montgomery County is going to be the place for offices and real estate developments, apartments, businesses, that kind of thing. There's a warehouse, Amazon warehouse over here. It's not that big, but it's big enough to hire a bunch of locals and give them jobs. More on this side, there's more warehouses on this side. This guy's blocking them. I also give him a business as well. His name is The Grove Mobile Detailing. So he does like pressure washing. You can call him at 702-790-0032. Or email him at The Grove Car Wash. Is it Instagram? Yeah, Instagram. Whatever that is. Can you find him on Instagram? These guys come to your house and they wash your car for reasonably lower price. It says COVID-19 virus deterrence. Kind of funny. But when I was trying to do these videos, before I made these videos, I used to see vehicles like this. I used to say, if I can make a video and then film someone's business on a car, that would be great. Sometimes I will see things like this, like Mackenzie. This is like a real estate. This is like a house for like a land for rent. All it is, right? It looks like, yeah. So I used to see those things and I'd be like on advertise them, put them out there on the internet, on YouTube, make them famous if possible. I think that was cool. I think that just doing things for free, right? Just advertise a business for free. These people are doing this for side hustle. Some side has money. So it's a good thing. Not getting paid, nothing. Just trying to help someone else. Put a business out there. You know, again, it's 202-790-0032. Reach out to them, give them business. That's the Instagram. How do you say it? The Grove Car Wash. And I like how they say COVID-19 virus deterrence. This looks like it was designed or put on there recently. But anyways, we are leaving Virginia, Maryland, heading over to DC. This is a dream for me. This is a dream for me. The dream to be able to live between two states in a week. Like today, I'm in Maryland. I'm gonna be in Virginia in a couple hours from now. To me, this is pretty cool. Like, there's nowhere in the United States you would ever live in a place where you can have access to two states. It just it's pretty cool. Like, it's wonderful. It's like living in a two-dimensional, three-dimensional. Right. I'm heading over to the highway and leaving DC. Oh my God, these cars are coming in large numbers. Two-dimensional, three-dimensional. I'm not a big fan of the Graffidia. I don't know why people put graffiti on the something. Like, I don't understand the point. I don't understand the whole purpose of Graffidia on the bridges and walls and the houses. Do they look cool? They don't. I mean, some places have like good art, but some graffiti has to look terrible. Okay, this person is breaking down. I hope you enjoy the sound of the highway. As we commute through DC. This is the Maryland, by the way. We're still in Maryland, but I'll be taking over to DC in a few minutes. need to go over, but this guy is very slow. I need to pass this Amazon truck. The guy in the middle, there you go. The guy in the middle is slow. When you drive around Amazon drivers, please be nice to them, okay? Don't get too close. Don't break down on them, because they get fragged, okay? They get written up when you do stupid things in front of them. They have cameras, and those cameras do detect vehicles in front of them, and when the vehicle gets too close, the camera sends a signal that says, you are too close, you are too close, maintain safe distance. And then it sends the video, like a short video, like a 30 seconds video, to their boss and Amazon, and then Amazon will ask their boss to cut the salary. They get punished, they get underpaid if something happens. Only in other states. Look at that. I don't know what that sign says. Hot Water Express, $1,986. What is that? $1,986 to fix a heater? Damn, that has to be very expensive. I'm glad my landlord does it for me. If I buy a house, I want to have to learn how to fix my own stuff, because in a way I'm paying $1,890 to fix a heater. But here we go, off to DC. We're actually in DC. This area looks beautiful and it's snowing. This house has been for sale for many weeks, many months. I've passed here many times, and seems like it's still for sale. So if you wanna buy it and renovate it, it's good for you. It's too hard to renovate a house here. You need a permit, you need approval, then you need inspections from the city. All right. Many houses here are very old that you cannot even live in there. This picture has been out for a long time. It says free rose. I have no idea what that means. Alright. Oh. Today I don't feel sleepy, even though I woke up earlier, but I think it's because I drink energy drink. I've ever been in the car, it just happens right now. I've ever been in the car where you are like confused, and then the vehicle, then you see the vehicle moving forward because your brain is tricking you to think that you're driving, that the cars are moving, but it's actually not moving. Then you realized, oh shit, I'm actually the one driving. Like the car moves forward, and then you see the other car moving backwards, and it kind of clicks your brain, you know, it like wakes you up, like, damn it, you know. I think that happens to me right now, because I thought the car was moving forward like this, but I was the one moving forward. So anyways, yeah, so I'm trying to see if how does the failing banks, when the banks fail, how does that affect the not just the economy, but a lot of things, consumer behavior, consumer confidence, the CPI, you know, and then expand it to other things that I believe are needed to be understood. I still have not made a video about my paper that I wrote last month. Not because I don't want to, but because I haven't found a better way of doing it. I was thinking about making a video on Zoom, then I'll record the Zoom video and post the Zoom video, because I have a camera, I have tools, I have free Adobe editing software, but I don't have time to film. I have to make like slides, so I don't have time to film a commercial, like a good video that will represent my research paper to YouTube. So I'm trying to think about it, the best way of doing it. And by the way, why do people feel a tendency to defend bad behavior? Why do people feel a tendency to defend bad people? Like Maduro, the president of Venezuela, he was a drug trafficker who became a president so that he can have the immunity to get prosecuted for his drug trafficking behavior. Not only that, but dude kills people. Dude made his country terrible. Alright? And I get surprised when I see people defending that kind of behavior. Like why? Why is the tendency to defend that kind of behavior? Oh, US is policing other countries, so just US doing it. Every country does it, you know. But you know, if I don't understand, why people defend those behaviors. A bad leader is a bad leader, and if you have to, US is not policing other countries. Donald Trump was prosecuted for his tax evasion. He was indicted. He went to jail, and he's a president. All right. So nobody is special, and nobody should be special. But for some reason, people think, oh, it's we should not be policing other countries. We should not do that. We should not do this. We should not do that. If somebody commits a crime, they deserve to be punished. If somebody does something wrong, to punish. Especially if that person makes their country miserable, you know. That's concerning to me when I see people doing that. People from Venezuela, they are saying this is a good thing. They are very, very thankful for these actions. They are very, very thankful for it. But you have Americans who are saying, no, should I be doing this? Especially the Democrats, like, oh, should I be doing this? This is not a good thing. We are policing other countries. Trump could have killed this guy. Like, he could have said, kill him. Let's get rid of him. But he did not. You know, he says, you know, bring him over here, let him face charges. And that's okay. I think, yes, US is after minerals, it's after the oil, right? It's after other things. But we can't forget the fact that if US was to let other countries do as they please, then the US also has the duty and the responsibility of you know, restricting people from coming here. You know, like if US was to receive refugees, you know, migrants who are fleeing from bad regime and bad government, then it's the US's responsibilities to go to that country and fix the problem. And it's funny, like you want people to come here fleeing bad regime, but until when people come here? Can you imagine if all my families were to come here and everybody came here for having bad regime, for having wars and crimes and all that stuff? That would not change anything, right? So when the government is trying to do something and people criticize it, I don't understand the point. I don't get the point. I don't get the logic. And then they don't have any solution to it. So the US goes to Venezuela, carries out an operation, a very successful operation. They didn't kill nobody. They didn't kill his family. They didn't kill his security guards. They just get him in peace. Brought him here. How cool is that? I mean, yes, US should not be going in there to controlling the government. There is mineral incentives in it, but we cannot forget the fact that these people, US has never attacked South Korea. US has never attacked Germany. US has never attacked France. US has never attacked, I don't know, any country that is peaceful. As long as, and why is it so hard to keep peace in your country? Why is it so hard to get along and unite and do the right thing? Then US won't bother you. US will never bother you as long as you never hear US attacking, you know, India. You never hear US attacking a country that has peace. That's because these countries are bad. This government is bad. There's no excuse about it. And I don't mind if people from other countries become defensive, but if you live in America and you become defensive of a bad behavior, then you really have a problem. You know, you're defending bad behavior. You're defending bad government, bad regimes. That's what's gonna happen next time here. Okay, if it happens in other countries, it can happen here too. So anyway, that's what I have to say. Like, I don't get the point people defending Maduro, think it's a bad thing, whatever. But hey, we should do this more. We should do this in other countries as well. But anyways, thanks for watching. Happy Sunday, and enjoy your Sunday. Beautiful Sunday. And ciao ciao. Adios. Tuesday. Bye bye.